Hey babe, it's your girl Bree, spelled like the cheese, aka your cosmic bestie. And I'm here for a story time. Every few weeks I like to just, break down what I got going on and so on and so forth. And last week, if you're caught up, I did not post because I did not push record. I had about 30 cards laid out, a beautiful message. It was deep, it was in depth. It was like 45 minutes. It was a long video. Didn't record a single thing. Didn't push record. And I was so busy. My daughter just woke up. Like, so much was happening that I was like, I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm not doing it. Like, I don't care. And I feel like some of us, we go through that, right? Like, we like put in the effort and then something like blows up in our face and we're like, what is going on? Like, what is happening here and why? So I took a break. I took a break and I don't feel bad because these algorithms are literally meant to make us addicted to being on these platforms. And I lived life last week. Like, yes, I did spend the time to record and do that, but honestly, I think I needed to hear the message myself because the message overall was about healing myself, moving forward, really seeing my own true power in my own light. That's something that I've been struggling with, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to have a little key share because at this point, I've been doing this for 7 months, and I also have been doing the collective for 3 months, and there is so much change, like so much change. It is blowing my mind. But not only is there so much change, it also feels like there is so much growth, but a slow, steady growth. And I know a lot of us struggle with that. But this is Virgo season. Virgo season is about taking that chaos and transforming it into clarity with structure and systems. But not only structure and systems, but grounding ourselves in that process, right? Virgo is an earth sign, but it is a mutable earth sign. So there is flexibility. And I was very adamant that life had to look one way, or the process had to look one way, or I had to structure it a certain way. But the fact of the matter is, life is messy. Time is chaotic. Life is a whirlwind. But for what I'm doing and what I'm trying to put out into the world, I don't have to have a crazy structure, right? The whole point of me running my business is so that I have time to live my life. And I've been building out a lot on the back end, redoing branding, redoing the servers, redoing everything, as well as running the membership and being a mom and being a wife and like doing all these other things. It is hard. It is a lot. But I realized like I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait around. I don't have to do it in a certain structure or in a certain style. This is my business. I can do whatever I want. I can structure what I want when I want. That's the whole point, right? Is to have that. But you still have to have structure, right? I can't loosely run a business. That's not how that works. So I've been trying to find the structure without the burnout, because maybe you've been there too. There's high achiever, overachiever, super successful when you were younger, summa cum laude, valedictorian, all of the above, right? All of these big things. And then crash and burn, right? Or you're still stuck in survival mode, or you're still stuck in feeling like you're perpetually 17 instead of realizing that you're 30, gonna be 31, gonna be 31 in a month. Like, it's a lot. It is a lot to realize that I am the adult now and I am not the child. I don't have to answer to other people. I don't have to make other people feel comfortable and so on and so forth, right? I am no longer people pleasing. I am no longer a shoulder to cry on for those who don't let me cry on them, right? I'm trying to find the balance. And where I'm at, slowly but surely, every single day, I'm getting more and more and more and more clear of what I need to do to move forward. And what I need to do to move forward is to clear my path. All the pain, all the shame, all the guilt, all the hurt, all of that that is holding me back, confirmation, all of that is holding me back from the true path and potential that I'm trying to be on. I know where I can go. I know that I can soar. But I am so afraid that I've clipped my own wings so that I can't fly, because it's easier to hold on to that guilt, pain, shame, hurt than it is to actually feel it, heal it, and let it go. And maybe you're there. Maybe you're in that era of feeling, healing, and letting it go. And maybe you're one of the three, right? Maybe you're just at the point of feeling it. Maybe you're just at the point of healing it. Maybe you're at the point where you are finally ready to let it go. But no matter what stage that you're at in those three stages, just know that because you are aware now, you can't go back. You can stay here, but you can't go back to who you were before. That person who you were before didn't know that, didn't have that thinking, didn't have that notion, but now you do. And you can't turn back. You can't change what you know. And this is just my call, my call to you, to let you know that the time is now to heal it, to feel it, or to let it go. And for me, it's time for me to really heal it and feel it. I think I'm in both, right? There's stuff that I have been not fully feeling on purpose because it's easier. That's inevitable. I don't care who you are. It is so much easier just to ignore it. It really is. You know it, I know it. It's so much easier just to ignore it. But we're not meant to ignore these things. We came here for a reason, right? As people, there's depth emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, all of the above, of why us souls come to this earth as humans, to experience this human experience. And we're turning ourselves into robots, trying to act like we shouldn't have feelings, or we should be doing the same thing over and over again and just letting life fly by. And fingers crossed that I make it to 80, 85 so that I can retire and live life. Like, that's crazy, right? That's just crazy to wait to live life, to only work and work so hard that you can't even enjoy the middle, and you have to wait until the end to enjoy it. It's not clocking to me. Like, it doesn't make sense in my head. And where I'm at, I don't want to be physically, right? I want my own space. I want my own place. I've been rejected a couple of times this year. And every time that I get rejected for like an apartment or whatever, I keep like, come on. Like, I know I'm meant to move forward. I know I'm meant to have something. I know this. I feel this. But there's like something that is not registering. And what has really made the most sense to me is I cannot move forward until I truly let it all go. Right? Those three phases of feeling it, healing it, and letting it go. I have a tight grip. I am clinging onto my very last breath to hold on to this pain and emotion, because it has defined me. It has pushed me. It has made me. It has brought me to where I am literally today, in all senses of the word. But now it's time to move forward. It's 111 on the clock as I say this. It's time to move forward. It's time for the new beginning. It's time. I keep talking about it. I keep saying it. So where's the disconnect? It's me. It's you. It's actually letting it go, or actually feeling the feeling, or actually healing it. Because for me, feeling and healing, I'm riding the line. I know I need to fully feel the pain and the hurt that I felt last year. I've been disassociating from it for a long time now. I've dealt with the pain of the house. I've dealt with the pain of the car. I've dealt with the pain of my dog. I've dealt with the pain of my aunt and friendships. Like, the friend that I lost last year, yesterday was her birthday. It really was like such a random, like, oh, I would have been hanging out with her, I would have caught drinks, I would have done X, Y, and Z, but I didn't do it, right? I wasn't with her, I wasn't a part of that structure of her life. We've been friends for over 10 years. So that was like something I was very much used to. And now I was like, oh, it's like another day, because it is. That person's not a part of my life anymore. And I didn't have to dwell on it and I didn't have to sit on it. I healed that pain and I moved forward. And I'm a Libra. It's really easy for me to disassociate and let go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's true. And I got a Scorpio stellium. Like, me not messing with people is legit. Like, once I'm off, it's off. But the the major thing is where I'm at right here. There is there's a lot of hurt there. There's a lot of pain there, because for me, I was going through one of the hardest seasons of my life. I lost everything in the midst of creating something, right? I was pregnant at the time. And if you're not familiar with the story, I got evicted. I got my car repossessed. My aunt, who was like a second mom, died. I had to put my dog down of over 10 years. And a friend that I've had for over 10 years, all gone within the span of like a 6 month, not even 6 months. Yeah, like roughly around 4 to 6 months. All of that. And then, I had my baby in between that. So postpartum and so on and so forth. I really needed people in my life to support me. And I had so many people that came and showed up and showed out for me and my family. Not just me, but me and my family. And I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful for those people. And those are the people that I already knew, right? And some people stepped up even more than what I even thought. And I'm super appreciative. But it was really hard as like a daughter to feel that, to feel like the one path, the one place that it should feel safe didn't feel safe. It felt like major judgment, major pain. I said I wasn't gonna cry, but it's been a few months since I've cried on the internet, so why not? It's just a lot of hurt, you know? And that's why I said I'm on that line of feeling it and healing it. Because feeling it is this. Like, that little girl in me, that little baby Brie, is like, here we go again. Where I'm not protected. I don't feel safe. I don't feel seen. I don't feel heard. But the difference is, I'm not her anymore. Okay? I'm not 14. I'm not 16. I'm not 19. I'm not 21. I will be 31 in October. And it is August 27th as I record this. I am not her anymore. That hurt and the pain that I feel is a part of this cycle that I've been in. And it has been going on for the last decade of my life, because I refuse to actually feel it and heal it and move on. Or maybe that's happening with you, right? Cycles, patterns, situations. You're on a merry-go-round of hell. You can't get off. And they have like the ride going on quadruple speed. Like, you're spinning around, spinning, spinning, spinning. And for me, I pushed the emergency stop button a long time ago, but I'm still on the ride. It's just not moving as fast. And because it's not moving as fast, it's giving me clarity in a way that I've never saw it before. I am not the 14-year-old Brie that was originally hurt when I felt like I needed to be saved, when I felt like I needed to be protected, especially by that specific group of people. But now, I don't need them to save me. I don't need their approval. I don't need anything from them, right? In terms of emotionally, in terms of even physically sometimes, right? I don't need that. But what I want is to be seen. I want to be heard. I want my boundaries respected. I want to be able to call on and lean on them when I truly need it without the judgment and the shame that comes along with it. That's what I want. Like, that's what I need. That's what I'm looking for. And I think it's been a really long journey and a really long path for me to actually get to here, because what is that supposed to look like? I don't want to hurt someone's feelings. I don't want them to feel upset or mad or angry at my feelings, because it's not how I feel as a whole. It's how I feel right now. That was one of the hardest things. Not one of, it is. For where I am right now in my life, that is the hardest thing I've ever been through. Not only losing everything and everything blowing up in my face, where basically everything has crumbled, but also having to not only rebuild it, but become someone new in that process. And I could go, I could talk about mom stuff forever, but the fact of the matter is, there is a rebirthing process. You shed your skin, right? Like a snake, you shed your skin. You're not who you were before you had a baby. You're just not. Whether if that's physically or not, right? Whether if you're adopting or surrogate or IVF or whatever, right? Just having a child, being someone's mother, being someone's parent changes you. It just does. You can't go back. You can't change and become, or you can't go back and be who you were. You have to change and become who you are. Confirmation. And it's been a journey. It's been a path. It's been a pill, really, a hard pill to swallow, because there's moments where I feel like I'm the old Brie. In like the good parts, right? Where I'm having fun, I'm hanging out with friends, I'm like doing some of the stuff. But like I look down at my phone, boom, there's a picture of my daughter, or I'm thinking about her, I'm looking at a video of her, or I'm finding a new outfit or new tools to teach her with, or so on and so forth, right? I'm always thinking about her. I'll never not think about her. And it's my job to be there. It's my job to protect her. It's my job, right? My job. But it's something that I want to do. It's something that I feel called to do. It's something that I love. But not only that, I'm trying to find myself in the process, because here's now this little human that I have to take care of, but I have to take care of the little human that was inside of me first. Because how can I truly take care of her if I can't take care of me? That's how I feel, you know? And I don't want to continue cycles. My grandma is in her 80s. She's like 130 pounds soaking wet. Still to this day, dementia and all, she talks about her weight. Oh, I'm so big. Oh, I'm so fat. Oh, I'm this fat blubber nugget, whatever. I don't want to be in my 80s worrying about my weight. I don't want my daughter to worry about it either. I don't want that. That's a part of the generational curse breaking that I'm trying to do. But that means I have to love myself. That means I have to love my body. That means I have to work on that inner Brie that still looks in the mirror and goes, you're a big fat fatty, even though I'm not. I know I'm not. I'm beautiful. Honestly, drop dead gorgeous. But at the end of the day, right, where I'm going with this is that what I needed, I thought I needed it from other people. But I don't. I don't need that. I don't need it from anybody. I need it from me. I am the knight on the white horse that is coming in to save me, because I've been waiting my entire life, waiting for other people to save me, or friends, family, whoever. I've always waited for someone else to come save me. But now I have the reins in my hand, and I am on the horse, and I am charging forward, because I'm ready to save myself. Because saving myself is not only helping me, it is helping my relationship with my husband. It's helping my relationship with my daughter. It's helping my relationship with family, friends, my collective group, so on and so forth. I'm finally seeing my own light. I'm finally seeing my own power, my own gifts, my own love. So many times, I've had so many people in my life tell me, oh, you're so warm, you're so kind, you're so genuine, you're so loving. Like, I love your energy, I love your spirit. And I couldn't see it, I couldn't feel it. I'm like, I mean, yeah, I'm like fun, I know how to have a good time, but like, I didn't feel what they felt. Because that's not how I saw myself. That's not how I interpreted my own energy. I was coming from a place of just insecurity, ego, and now I'm not. And now it's like I'm finally looking at the mirror and facing the reality of I am a completely different Brie than who I was before. Especially from last year, especially from the last 6 months, everything has changed. Everything has changed in the best way possible. But for me to move forward, to get to where I truly want to go, because I want my business to be blossomed. I want to be able to do multiple personal readings a week and have my collective meetings and do stuff with other people, join different communities, help people, give the people advice, share my stories, share with other people. That's what I want. I am like dying to do that. And I already am in many ways, but I want to do it on a bigger scale. But to do that is going to require me to unlock something within me to open up those floodgates to move forward. And I'm sharing all of this because I have a sneaky suspicion that whoever is watching this is on that same path and on that same journey, and you're not quite sure where the crossroad is taking you, where to pivot, where to jump, how to do so. Who's going to catch me when I fall? Who's going to help me when I stumble? There's already people out there. 1, 2, 3 is the time. There's already people out there. People that you know, people that you trust, people that you love. But even more so, the more that you put yourself out there, the more connections are available. Some of the people in my group, specifically the one person, I was just talking to him today, and he was like, honestly, Bear, I feel like we are genuine friends. Like, you are one of my closest friends, and I've only known you for 3 months. And he was like, you have so much accountability for me. It's real. You're always being honest with me. Like, you're not trying to push the cosmic bestie. It's not a persona, it's who you truly are. And that is exactly why I came across online as that, because I'm not trying to tell you I'm a guru or that I know it all. I definitely don't. I will never know it all, and I know that. But what I do know is my own experience. What I do know is the own trials, tribulations, and feelings that I have felt through that process. And maybe it's not the exact same thing. Maybe we haven't gone through the exact same thing, or maybe we have. But I can 9 times out of 10 know the exact feeling that you're feeling, even if I haven't been through the exact thing that you've been through. I know what grief feels like. I know what pain feels like. I know what hurt feels like, guilt, shame, so on and so forth, right? A lot of us know how to feel that, but it's hard for us to express it because we feel like we are alone. We feel like we're too much. We feel like we're not enough. We feel like no one's going to understand it or get it. But that's exactly why I made my collective group. That's exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing, of crying on the internet and sharing videos like this. That is my bread and butter, because I know that no matter who you are and where you are and what you've gone through, we've all experienced the same emotions across the board in some capacity. That's where empathy comes from, right? You can feel empathetic for somebody even if you yourself have not gone through said thing. But empathy doesn't make you weak. Empathy actually builds your core for your foundation to move forward. Because when you can have empathy for others, you can actually let people have empathy for you. You don't have to be this tough rock facade of, oh, I'm big, strong, and bad. I don't need anybody to feel for me. I don't need anything from you. But actually, I do. I need a hug. I need to drive around with Taco Bell in a Baja Blast, being Baja blasted, if you know what I mean. Like, sometimes you really do need somebody else to actually sit there, hear you, watch you cry, give you a hug, laugh it out, doom scroll. I don't know, just sitting in the same room with somebody else. I keep seeing pictures of me and Shelby in my head. Shelby is one of my friends where I could sit on her couch and do absolutely nothing, and I still feel fulfilled when I leave. We could go through the car, go get a Diet Coke or a regular Coke from McDonald's and a fry, listen to our 2016 playlist, and I feel like a brand new woman. Okay? And I do that with many other friends, many other people, but like specifically that. You don't need a whole production to heal. Sometimes it's just as simple as that. Sometimes it's simple as opening up your notebook and writing everything out and leaving it on the page and throwing it out. burning it, crumpling it. I don't care. Do something with it. But take that energy from within, express it without, and let it go. And that's why I say I'm teetering, right? I'm still feeling it. But I know I'm in the process of healing it, because healing it is feeling it. That is a part of the process. And healing it is actually letting it flow through you without putting up those safeguards of the wall, right? Or the armor or the mask or whatever it is. And that's so funny because I was doing readings. Maybe you checked my TikTok earlier. This card was one of the first cards that came out. And you see how there's this mask there and this person walking behind? This feels like me. This feels like the energy that I'm being called to come into. Take the mask off. Don't worry about it. You don't have to be big. You don't have to be strong. You don't have to know everything. That's not what you're here for. You're here to take that mask off and get out of the merry-go-round. But I've been clinging to it this entire time. And that is what I'm over, right? I don't want to cling anymore. I don't want to suffocate with this pain and this hurt. If I want to move on, I have to figure out what kind of boundaries I need and what kind of relationship I want with them. And once I figure that out, I truly believe that every door is going to open, because before I've always ran from it, especially them. It was so much easier just to run from it instead of being real, because there's always conflict and there's always pain and there's always issues. But that's not what I'm here for. I don't care. I don't care about that anymore. I'm not 14. I'm not 16. I'm not 19. I'm not 21. I am 30, going on 31. I am a wife. I am a mother. I'm a grown woman, baby. And I don't need anybody else dictating my life. I don't need anybody else telling me what's right and wrong and shoving guilt and shame at me. I don't need that. That's what they are carrying, not what I am carrying. But the last few wands, if you're familiar with like 10 of wands or anything like that in tarot, I've been holding on to those 10 wands for a really long time. But slowly and surely over this last year and a half, I have been letting it go. And I got 2 wands left. And I'm finally letting it go. Not out of my life, but letting go of that pain, of that shame, of that guilt, of that hurt. Because at the end of the day, what happened to me is a part of my story and my story alone. It is not a part of everybody else's life. Yes, by proxy, it did change for them, right? Because I'm here. But it doesn't mean that they went through the exact same thing that I went through. The guilt and the shame that I felt was more targeted because of what the perception was. Well, what does that look like for us when people are perceiving us as a whole? And that, I'm over. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. But as you can hear, my daughter is finally waking up. So I'm going to wrap this up. If you're in this space, okay, of needing to feel it, needing to heal it and let it go, I would urge you to join the collective. The collective, we go over prompts 5 days a week, where we have prompts, affirmations, we do creative stuff, we do ritual work, just a lot of different things. We do 2 live calls every single month, around the new moon and the full moon. We also have a Discord server where we're chatting and conversating, and it's not just all spiritual, it's not all serious. We like to have a goofy, silly, fun time too. And we're building. It's not a dictatorship, it's a community for real. And the more real that you are, the more that you share, the more that you get out of it. In my personal opinion. Confirmation. So if you're looking for a place of community, if you're looking for a place to be seen and heard and held through, but also held accountable to moving through this process of feeling, healing, and letting go, check out the Stella Nova Collective. And maybe you're not necessarily ready for something that deep. That's cool. Check out any of the digital products I have. I have my ego death journal, which walks you through your ego death if that's where you're at. But also I have my Grateful for the Mess journal that is coming out, which is a shadow work / gratitude journal. Fun combo, really loving that. That's going to be rolling out here in the next week or 2. But last but not least, if you're like, I just need someone to read me to filth, You know where to find me. Okay, I do tarot readings, I do oracle readings, or what I like to call is a cosmic intuitive reading, where I do a little bit of both, a little bit of oracle, a little bit of tarot. But the oracle readings are more about the emotion. So if there's something that you're emotionally dealing with, I would definitely pick oracle versus tarot. Or if you're like, I just need to hear what is needed for me, definitely pick the cosmic intuitive. That's a little bit of both. I channel what I need to pull for you. But of course, follow me on TikTok. I have free readings on there. Stella Nova 424. Obviously, on here, I have longer, more in depth readings. And then Pinterest as well. If you're looking for more tips, tricks, affirmation, so on and so forth, I got stuff for you there as well. But I'm so happy that I got to share, that you guys get to be a part of my life. I get to update in real time. I can go back and look at these videos and see how far I've truly come. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for being a follower, a member, so on and so forth. Thank you for being a part of my journey to help me see me for who I truly am. That fulfills me in a way that I could not express to anybody else. So I'm super excited and I'm so thankful. Love you, babe.